Hello, everybody.
And welcome back to another episode of Mondays Are for the Nerds. This week, we are sponsored by Mojo Masters, created by Zwams, collecting cards, building decks, and using your power to beat the rest. More on that later in the episode. We thank you for joining us again.
I am your host, Tristan Stump.
And I'm your co-host, Jay Wright.
And this week, we are joined by very special guests we've named them multiple times in multiple episodes previously. It's Trent and Hayden.
Hi, how's it going? It's good to be here.
Hello, I'm Trent.
And these are our good buddies from high school, the other half of the Bro Force.
Exactly. You can stop that.
Not to be confused with the video game, The Broforce.
Yeah, not to be confused from the video game.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah, those aren't the sponsors.
Could be, you never know.
Zwams, that is the sponsor.
That is true. They could be.
I don't really think they're really putting out any more production
No,
side
they
out.
did that one, and then now they're done.
Yeah. Pro Force 2. Coming theaters 2024.
I thought Bro Force 2 was announced at some point, was it not?
Was it really?
I could be wrong about that, but
Shut down
Hey,
your
maybe in the
notes.
future you'll do an episode on it.
yeah,
On
possibly.
your notes. Shut up.
Should have done your notes. I should have. I should not have waited.
No, I was not roasting you. I was
Until the
roasting
last
Hayden.
minute.
I'm roasting myself.
Don't do that.
This is what we do on the pod. We roast ourselves.
A little bit of small talk, what we did this week.
We moved into a house temporarily together.
So
Trent's house.
My family went on a cruise, and while they didn't invite me, I still love them. But usually whenever they go on a vacation, I have the boys over. We spend a week at the house, and we've just been chilling out, having fun, playing video games, and now we get to film this podcast.
We did a midnight swim last night.
Yeah.
Might have upset the neighbors a little bit, but that's fine.
We do that during the daylight anyway.
Exactly. We're entirely too loud here, screaming at each other.
I don't know if I told you, Jay. I did finally beat Sea of Stars.
You did tell me that.
I don't know if I told you
word.
guys I've been playing through Sea of Stars. It's like an old Chrono Trigger inspired RPG.
Oh, okay. Do you recommend it?
Oh, absolutely. Especially now that I beat it. I got like the true ending. I went and 100%ed it. There's a couple of achievements I didn't get, but I did like basically get everything.
I mean, I don't know how your bug goes, but I wouldn't really call that 100%ing.
I 100%ed the story. I did not 100% the achievements.
That's what today's
This will be
episode is
Hayden's
going
last
to
podcast.
I got
Exactly.
I got the gold star on my profile. Is that enough for you?
What'd you play it on?
I played it on Switch. It ran there was some loading time, like long loading times, I would say, and then the main characters are written a lot flatter than the rest of the party members because they're supposed to be. You can choose whichever one to be the leader, even though they're both in the party at all times, and so their dialogue does not change depending on who you are, other than
Okay.
a couple lines of dialogue. So they aren't very written three-dimensionally, but everybody else is like a full-on three-dimensional character, and it was very good, very emotional. I don't know if a game.
You told me you cried.
I don't know if a game with as like I say little graphics, it's like Super Nintendo graphics. I don't know if a game like that has made me cry ever as much as this one did. Like it'd be hours later after a character died, and they mentioned something about the character, and I started tearing up again. Like that's kind of how good the writing was.
You said
Would
that
you
was on the
say-
Switch?
It's on Switch, and I think it's on every console.
Can I have your login?
Well, I own it physically, so good luck with that.
Would you say the writing would be on par with To the Moon?
I don't know about that because, like I said, a lot of the two main characters are very flat in some aspects.
Oh, okay.
But it's very, very good. I would say it's like up there with some of the best RPGs, specifically
okay.
like Chrono Trigger. I don't know if it's Chrono Trigger good because that's
I mean, that is like
that is the inspiration for this game.
that's what you kind of rate everything against. It's Chrono Trigger, so
But-
hard to beat that.
But yeah, so that's basically what I did this week because I did. Other than that, I did a lot of work, and so I wasn't able to watch anything.
Yeah. I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine again Sunday for the 4th time. It holds up so good. Still so funny. And then Thursday, our friend Alicia and I went to see It Ends With Us, the new movie. I thought it was going to be a glorified Hallmark movie, and I was half right and half not because it was better than that, in my opinion. About what I expected, plus a little bit more. But, I mean, it was a good movie. It's good worth your time to go see it. And then we found out the other night when we moved in, do not like Subnautica.
Yeah, he
Not
played
for the
Subnautica.
reason we thought I wouldn't like
He
it.
played Subnautica for a total of 15 minutes and decided it wasn't for him.
Can
I
can
am-
I tell a story real quick?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
tell the story.
So Stumpy and Hayden were chilling out I think in the kitchen, while me and Jay were in the living room playing Subnautica, and Jay was having a full-on meltdown.
I could not
be-
find metal.
yeah, but not only because he couldn't find metal, he realized that he didn't like Subnautica, and he already bought the second game because he thought he'd like the first one. So he took me to the homepage to show me the other one. And he started. It sounded like he started crying. I bought
I
these
was having a
two.
meltdown.
I bought both of them. I don't like it.
I thought it was going to be a good time. Oh, let's watch JB Scared. But no, it's boring. It's so boring.
I
The
will-
scary part doesn't
I
come
will
until after
say-
you get the medal.
It's my stupidity. I'm too stupid to play it.
I think you have to beat the first one because the second one has something you may enjoy: alien penguins.
Okay, I might like that. And you also said it has more land on it.
It has a lot
which I
more
would
land on
like
it.
More
Yeah, you might enjoy the second one a lot more
Let's load it up
actually.
mid-podcast.
if I get there.
I will say, playing the first 15 minutes of a survival game and going, "Oh, this is boring," and quitting. It's like playing the first 15 minutes of Minecraft and being like, "Yeah, this isn't for me."
Not for me.
Just a bunch of blocks. What am I supposed to do with these?
Do they break them? No, I fully admit I am too stupid to learn how to play that game. Nor do I have the patience for it. And I don't know why I got it.
Well, I think the problem was that you couldn't find anything. It's
I
like
couldn't.
everything, every
I
resource
couldn't.
you needed was like, you know what? Not today.
Exactly. And I found it, like I set it up 15 minutes before at the night before. And I played a little bit and I got some metal like right off the bat. And this time, none. And also told me where a cave was and I couldn't find that either.
Skill
That's all I
issue.
did. What'd you say?
Skill issue.
I told you I'm too stupid. I'm admitting it.
Sorry.
I'm too stupid to play this game. Should I get my releases this week?
Yeah, getting
Get on to the
some.
normal business. In movies, on Thursday, August 6th, we got the VOD/digital release. On Tuesday, August 6th, I should say, of Despicable Me 4. And then in theaters this week, we got some big ones. On Friday, August 9th, we got the premiere of Borderlands. Returning to her home planet, an infamous outlaw forms an unexpected alliance with a team of unlikely heroes. Together, they battle alien monsters and dangerous bandits to find a missing girl who holds the key to unimaginable power. Hayden is our resident Borderlands expert.
Hi, my name's Hayden.
Have you played all the games?
I have not played the newest
The
one.
newest one? I tried to play the first one and I rage quitted it because I was, again, too stupid to play it.
I'll teach you. I'll show you.
But we have not seen the movie.
I have not seen
Hayden
the movie.
hasn't seen the trailers.
I have not seen the trailer. I've been trying to avoid it. I want to watch it with just a clear view of anything. I want to go into it not knowing what's going to happen, having no expectations, and I really, really want myself to like it. I don't think I'm going to like it.
You know what it's at right now?
What?
You know what it's at right now?
On Rotten Tomatoes?
It started out at 0.
Has it
And
gone
it-
negative? It's
it
the first
only
negative
got up-
movie.
First negatives. I wouldn't doubt it with the amount of review bombing that happens on that website.
Exactly.
But no,
yeah.
it went up to 4%. I don't know what it's at now, but it went up to 4% because one person gave it a good review, and the person who gave it a good review is like notorious for liking bad movies and disliking good ones.
Ooh, okay.
So like,
It feels like their whole career has been put around trolling.
Guys, well, I just checked. It's up to 10% critic score.
Hey!
51% audience score.
If it's 51% audience score, that's not telling a good story.
no, that means the audience is split on it at least. Which means the 50% that likes it is the people who haven't played the games, and the 50% that doesn't, or the 49% that doesn't like it.
That's kind of
Yeah.
what I'm expecting from it. From the cast, I don't like judging a cast. Everyone can be good actors, but you kind of know if it's a video game, you know the characters. You know how the characters should be. And if you see a cast of actors that have done plenty of things in the past, and you know what they can do, and you see them with the roles, in roles that you know that's not what they normally do, you kind of start putting things together like, okay, what movie are they really trying? Are they really telling a Borderlands story, or are they telling their own story, but they're wanting people that play the game to come watch it? And that's kind of what I'm getting the feel of is that because it has, it has some good actors in there, honestly. But there's a couple casting choices they've made that I really don't agree with. And it seems like a lot of them are going to be. This feels more like a Jumanji kind of casting movie than just like a more
Like a big ensemble.
Yeah, yeah.
They had a post-apocalyptic idea for a Jumanji movie, and they were like, let's just slap Borderlands on it.
Yeah, honestly, that's what it feels. I mean, they have Kevin Hart and they've got Jack Black. Great, funny actors, really funny guys, but they're playing two roles. I mean, I think Jack Black could play. I mean, he's playing Claptrap, which is this really slapstick, funny robot. But why didn't they just get the original voice actor? It probably would have been cheaper, and it would have been more iconic. And for Kevin Hart, again, love these two guys. They're really funny. They do what they do well, and they do a lot of comedy movies. But Kevin Hart's playing the one serious character in the series, pretty much. I mean, he has some funny moments as well, but I just feel like, in my opinion, my perfect casting of Roland would probably be Jamie Foxx. I think that would be the perfect casting on there.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, it's just a very serious character that can have funny moments, and I think Jamie Foxx would do that wonderful. But I don't want to judge anything. I've been surprised by plenty of choices in the past, plenty of actors that came out, and I'm like, oh, okay, they can do that. So I want to have an open heart to it, but I think I'm going to be let down, sadly.
I think we've gotten spoiled too, because I think we forget that video game movies are generally bad.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you say, Trent?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of split.
And so we've gotten spoiled because the Mario movie was, most people would say the Mario movie was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was terrible at all.
The live action Sonic the Hedgehogs are really good.
I really enjoy
especially
those.
two.
And even if you go on the TV route like Last of Us, critically acclaimed. Everyone
yeah.
loved it.
The Last of Us, I mean, that is. I don't know if that's the best adaptation, but I'd say it's definitely up there. It's high in the leaderboard.
And so we've gotten recently spoiled from these good video game adaptations when before we would get maybe your odd Silent Hill and then the rest would be
The original Mario movie.
yeah, the original Mario movie. Dwayne Johnson's Doom. I think that one's considered bad. I haven't watched it
Dwayne
myself.
Johnson's Rampage.
It is
Dwayne Johnson's
proclaimed as.
you know what's the thing about that is they would basically have to write an original movie and just slap Rampage on there because it's Rampage. There's no story. A dude drinks energy drinks and turns into a monster. So it's
What are you talking about? And that has the most story to it.
there's more story than some of the movies we've gotten.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of those. It is a weird era. It's like there was an era where they made video game movies like Silent Hill, Resident Evil, where they were generally not a whole lot like their game counterparts. And they may have been pretty cheesy, but they became a little bit of a cult classic in the end, and people still like them a lot. And then you had that middle area where it was like, okay, here's some video game movies that are nothing like the games, and they're also not good.
Yeah.
And then we kind of moved back into a point where people who liked video games are kind of moving into director roles, and they're putting their love of the game into the production of the show or the movie. And we're seeing that because we're actually getting good movies that are also video games. Maybe not everyone likes them, but I'd say they're pretty good. And then we're kind of now, I think, moving into a limbo space where people are going to be wanting to get on that high ride. They're going to be like, okay, video game movies are good again. Let me start putting out some video game movies and getting some cash grabs on that. And I think Borderlands won't be the last. I think we're going to see some more beloved games coming out for movies. And I'm really hoping it goes back on people that are making them good. But I don't know. This may be back in the era where they're going to be pretty cheesy.
Yeah.
This is an aside, but we're talking about this. I'm remembering. We almost in the early 2000s got a Metroid movie. It was pretty close.
I forgot about that.
It was pretty close to production. And I can't remember who they were going to get to play Samus. And I cannot even find, because I read a thing and they were talking about, oh yeah, so-and-so was on board to play Samus. And I can't find it. I mean, this goes back to 2003 and it was finally 2007 before it was canceled. I know Ronda Rousey wanted to play Samus at some point. I know Brie Larson has recently said she wanted to play Samus.
I could see her doing that.
But it was Metroid would have been one of those ones where if it came out in the early 2000s, around the time that the Resident Evils and the Tomb Raiders and stuff were coming out with Angelina Jolie Tomb Raiders, it would have been one of those ones where people look back at it and maybe you're not so bad.
That'd be. I would kill for a Metroid movie right now.
I think right now in this era where we're still on the edge of the good video game movies, if we can hold on to that edge and they came out with a Metroid movie and we got the right director, and they actually let them make the video game movie like the video game and I think it would do amazing right now, especially when Nintendo's at a high.
We'll see how and like what future Nintendo products go after Zelda comes out. We'll see how Zelda goes, how they write it, how they write. The important thing I think for it will be how they write Link, because my dad and I have talked about this a lot. I think a great way to write Link would be to write him like you would write the Mandalorian, where he's a silent protagonist that only speaks when he needs to, and not being the chatty one. Because my fear is that they're going to get somebody like there's the whole meme online where it's like Tom Holland is Link, Tom Holland as Zelda.
I could see where that'd be like, ooh.
And it's like, oh, you get Tom Holland, you're gonna make him super chatty and nervous, and like, oh, I'm not sure I'm supposed to be. I'm the hero of time. What? And like,
boy, smooching time.
Oh man, that's a callback. Yeah, I think. I mean, we've seen it pulled off before with The Mandalorian, like you brought up, and it did wildly well. I mean, like literally, people love The Mandalorian for being the silent protagonist that we all wanted, kind of, where he was just a silent guy that was awesome, and he did what he did, and he did it well. I have not seen the rest of the seasons, but I feel like he took off his helmet, and then people started being like, okay, now he's talking too much.
Yeah. Which, not that the new seasons aren't bad. They're just not as good as like the beginning, which most shows are like that. There's been very few shows where the later seasons are better than the early seasons. In fact, I can't think of one off the top of my head. I'm sure there are ones.
Yeah,
but
I was trying to think of something else. I was like, well, maybe
Parks and Rec.
Oh yeah, Parks and Rec. The first season almost got me to not watch the rest of the series.
And then they completely changed it out, basically.
Yeah.
And then we also got this week releasing It Ends With Us, as I mentioned, based on the Colleen Hoover novel. We also got the horror film Cuckoo. 17-year-old Gretchen reluctantly leaves America to live with her father at a resort in the German Alps. Plagued by strange noises and bloody visions, she soon discovers a shocking secret that concerns her own family. On streaming on Thursday, August 8th, we got One Fast Move, released on Amazon Prime Video. We got The Shakedown, released on Amazon Prime. And then on Friday, August 9th, The Instigators, released on Apple TV+. Rory and Cobby are unlikely partners thrown together for a heist. However, when it goes awry, they team up to outrun police, backward bureaucrats, and a vengeful crime boss. Starring Matt Damon and Casey Affleck. On the TV side, we got Sunday, August 4th, we got the Season 2 finale of House of the Dragon on HBO. Monday, August 5th, we got the Season 10 of Gabby's Dollhouse. Tuesday, August 6th, we got the Season 21 premiere of Hard Knocks, Training Camp with the Chicago Bears. Thursday, August 8th, we got the Umbrella Academy Season 4, which is its final season, on Netflix, and Mr. Throwback series premiere on Peacock. And on Friday, August 9th, we got the Yo Gabba Gabba Land series premiere on Apple TV+. And the series premiere of Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Paramount Plus, featuring a lot of the original.
I said Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles looked good. The opening, I'm a little mixed on.
I haven't seen it.
The opening, a little mixed. I've seen trailers in the anime. I haven't watched it yet, but the opening, they released the opening, I think, last week or something like that. I was a little mixed on. I thought the animation was cool, but the song was basically non-existent. It was just a lot of noise. Some of my releases I released all these games. Some video game releases this week.
Rich!
August 5th, we had Fields of Mistra from NPC Studios on PC. Start your new life. Build the farm of your dreams as you discover a world brimming with possibilities. Magic, romance, and adventure all await you in this nostalgic farming life sim RPG. The visual style is the portraits are very much inspired by like 80s and 90s anime. Like that kind of like retro anime art style, but like all pixel art. And, it's like Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley where there's dateable NPCs and various different things. It looks cute. I might have to give it a try.
Yeah, maybe we'll try it while I'm down this week and we can see if it's good.
Yes, because those are very easy to make boring.
But yeah, you really have to. With the farming sim, I feel like there's a very thin line between, oh, I'm having a great time, and, oh, I'm just farming now.
Yeah. On August 6th, we got Pepper Grinder from devs REC and publishers Devolver Digital on PlayStation and Xbox. Originally released on the Switch and PC in March, Pepper Grinder is an action-packed 2D adventure blending traditional platforming with an alternate drilling mode that allows you to dive in and out of the earth like a dolphin swims through water. August 7th released Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit from Mega Cat Studios on PC. Survive 5 nights of terror in this chilling adventure game. Travel between time periods to solve puzzles, gather clues, and outrun the threat relentlessly pursuing you. Move swiftly and stay hidden, and you may just survive. But be careful, it's not just your own life that's on the line this time. And it's coming to consoles later at some point. It released early in Japan on Switch, like a day early, so they decided to release it a day early because it was originally set for August 8th. I don't know where the console versions, because, you guys saw I looked on Switch last night and it wasn't there. So...
That is strange.
And all I saw was people on Reddit going, hey, where's the console version? So
obviously something went wrong, and they're trying to figure it out, hopefully.
Yeah.
on August 8th, we got Cat Quest 3 from devs The Gentle Bros and publisher Kepler Interactive on PC, Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. In Cat Quest 3, you play as a privateer in freely explorable 2.5 open world swarming with pirates. You can sail the seas in your ship for treasures galore, but prepare for peril as the Pirate King aims to hunt you down.
Ooh.
I'm turning towards Trent for this next one. Doom and Doom 2, an enhanced re-release of both classic Doom games from studios id Software, Night Dive Studios, and Machine Games. Improvements include a new episode for Doom 2, online cross-play deathmatch for up to 16 players, and improved visuals, amongst others. Did you see that?
So I actually did not. I feel like a fake fan for not seeing it right now.
Looked pretty cool. Apparently it has 4K support.
Adding that to the cart while I can.
Is that what all consoles will that be on?
I think it's on everything. I
Oh.
know for sure it's PC, Switch, and Xbox. I don't know PlayStation. Sometimes PlayStation gets left out for some reason. And then SteamWorld Heist 2 from the Thunderful Group
Ooh.
on all major platforms. Join Captain Leeway and his ragtag crew as they uncover the enigmatic menace threatening the Great Sea. Equip and upgrade your crew for turn-based gunfights packed with ricochet action and engage in real-time naval combat. Get ready to aim, plot, and plunder in this turn-based tactical adventure. And then, on August 8th, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, Isekai Chronicles from Zakko Ltd. And Bandai Namco on every major platform. An action RPG, spin a new tale of the Jura Tempest Federation together with all your favorite characters from the animated series. On August 9th, we got The Crush House from devs Nariel and publisher Devolver Digital on PC. Film and produce 1999's hottest reality TV show, The Crush House. Select a crush-worthy cast, satisfy voracious audiences, and keep the show on air to uncover the sinister secrets behind this darkly comic thirst-person shooter.
Ooh.
Thirst person?
Thirst person, apparently. Just the idea of a game about managing a cheesy 90s like reality show like Big Brother, Housewives of whatever, sounds funny.
So that sounds like it's going to be a good time. That sounds like a good game to play with friends and just kind of have a good time with it.
Yeah, like when that time we all stayed up till 3 a.m. playing The Sims.
And we'll do it again.
I don't think I was there for that.
Were you not there for that? Maybe
No, I
it was
don't think
just
I
the
was
three
there
of
for
us.
I got some posters that released. Not much posters. We just got a poster for Saturday Night and Arcane Season 2. We got some trailers. A lot of trailers released this week. New trailer for The Seven Samurai 4K restoration, dropping on October 3rd in theaters. Got the HBO 2025 preview trailer featuring first/new looks at The Last of Us Season 2, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and It, Welcome to Derry. More on that later. We got a new trailer for Paddington in Peru in theaters on January 17th. New trailer for Resball, dropping on September 27th on Netflix. New trailer for Disclaimer, dropping October 11th on Apple TV+. A trailer for Rebel Ridge, dropping September 6th on Netflix. A trailer for Adam Sandler's new comedy special called Adam Sandler Love You, directed by Josh Safdie of the Safdie Brothers, are releasing on August 27th on Netflix. New trailer for Presence, releasing January 24th in theaters. New trailer for American Sports Story Aaron Hernandez, releasing September 19th. And we got the new trailer, the first trailer for Saturday Night, releasing October 11th in theaters. More on that to come. We got some new release dates / windows. The Last of Us Season 2, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and It, Welcome to Derry will all drop on HBO sometime next year. A Complete Unknown is the Bob Dylan biopic starring Timothée Chalamet is dropping on this year on Christmas. Here, the new Tom Hanks and Robin Wright flick will drop on November 1st in 2024. Shrinking Season 2 got a premiere of October 16th, 2024. Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity got the release date of October 16th on Amazon Prime Video. Inside Out 2 is dropping on digital on August 20th. And then The Accountant 2 is dropping on April 25th, 2025. And we got a reverse release date. Fixed, Warner Brothers has decided not to release Jendy Tartakovsky's film and has given the film back to Sony. Sony now has to find a streamer or another distributor to buy it. Otherwise, it will meet the same fate as Batgirl and Coyote vs. Acme. Another Warner Brothers write-off.
Not a write-off because they
No,
just
they didn't
gave
send
it
this
back.
write-off.
This is just another. Apparently, it was a very, very cheap movie to make, so Sony shouldn't have to worry about the monetary loss of releasing it.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's just this
It's
weird
a very
thing.
raunchy, R-rated animated
It's just this
dog
weird
comedy.
thing that's going on with the anime or animation industry right now, where for some odd reason they don't think they're, other than Disney and Illumination, companies don't think animation is going to do well, so they try to outsource it so they have to as little loss as possible.
Yeah.
And yes, it's because animation is expensive, but there is a reason that negotiations for the Animation Guild are starting. Like, I think it's next weekend, but the whole rally for it started this weekend. I don't know if we had that in either of our notes, but so keep an eye out for the inevitable strike that's going to happen, I would say.
Probably.
Which may or may not change what news we talk about on here. We'll have to keep ourselves informed for that.
Yeah.
But it's tricky. Animation is just kind of getting.
The short end of the stick. On another note, though, I will say for animation, I did not realize Arcane Season 2 was already announced.
Oh, yeah, it's been announced for a while.
And
Yeah,
it's the last season.
Unlike
it's the
you
last
two, for this, I do not look at the news often.
You do not.
But that's very exciting. I am really, really excited to watch Season 2 of that.
And in terms of casting, we've got a couple. Jenna Ortega is in talks to star alongside Glenn Powell, our boy, in J.J. Abrams' next movie. It was announced this week that the drama, Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, are in talks to star in Christopher Borgle's next film for A24. And the film follows a romance that takes an unexpected turn before a couple's big day. And it was also announced that Danny DeVito will reportedly return as Homer's brother Herb in The Simpsons season 36.
Of course, this week finished out the daily schedule for celebrating the 10th anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's. August 4th, Scott Cawthon did an interview with Daco. On August 5th, a Dead by Daylight collaboration was announced coming in 2025. We don't know what, we just know it's been teased.
I was just about to ask, who is it?
I would guess Springtrap.
Oh.
He's generally the one that's seen everywhere. As far as a Survivor goes, I don't know if they'll add one. If they do, maybe Gregory.
I like the idea of it being Foxy.
Or Vanessa.
And just the entire match of just Foxy chasing the survivors at full speed.
Yeah.
Trent?
I could see like Springtrap or the Mimic, or those are the two that I see being the entity. Is that entities?
I think it's called. It's like they're called entities or.
Yeah, they're I believe they're called entities. It's been a while since I've played, but I think they're called entities because they're technically themselves, but not themselves. They're themselves kidnapped from their world.
And I know a lot of people were hoping it'd be like a Fortnite collaboration, but the creator said that the collaboration would only be like not beneficial, but it would go along with the lore. So it wouldn't make sense for Five Nights at Freddy's to be in Fortnite, but it kind of makes sense for it to be in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I think it was a Stumble Guys collab was also a rumored one. On August 6th, Steelwool announced a new mainline Five Nights at Freddy's game, Secret of the Mimic, coming in 2025, which even the teaser alone has made all the theorists and stuff freak out about the implications of, because we know it's a prequel. Apparently 1974 or something like that is the date that is hinted around, which someone looked up is the first year in actual history of the first recorded death by robot.
Oh.
That's
awesome.
Yeah, that's very. I mean, like, what a creative date to put. What a creative idea.
Which really means they either do the research or they just Googled something and were like, okay, that year works.
Yeah, watch it have no correlation, no sense, never brought back up.
Which, just like the box in Five Nights at Freddy's 4. On August 7th, we got the demo for 5 Laps at Freddy's, the Five Nights at Freddy's Mario Kart clone. The full game comes in 2025. I think we talked about it the other night. The demo should not have come out in this date it did.
Most demos shouldn't.
Square Enix announced a restock and re-release of the physical edition of the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, a remaster of the first 6 Final Fantasy games, coming to Switch and PlayStation October 8th for $74.99 and comes with a sticker sheet. August 9th, Gravity Falls updated the website that was connected to Book of Bill, finally counted down and opened into a new ARG with hundreds upon hundreds of codes that lead to different messages and references and lore stuff. So that's pretty cool. I spent a lot of time messing around with it and texting friends and my sister about it.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend.
That is friend. I include that in friend. Warner Brothers Discovery released a statement this week expressing interest in licensing its IP to other game studios outside of the ones it owns. Quote, "We have 11 studios here and we also have a lot of IP. And there's also a lot of interest among others in coming to take advantage of some of the IP for gaming, which we're looking at." Nintendo announced that a purchase of Super Mario Party Jamboree will come with a 3-month subscription to Nintendo Switch Online.
Ooh.
So if you don't already have the subscription, apparently the online mode for Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo thinks is big enough to warrant giving you 3 free months. So
Let's see how that turns out.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team released on the NSO Game Boy Advance app on August 9th. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop has moved its Western release from September 26th to the 12th, while the worldwide release remains at the 26th. Stumble Guys is coming to Nintendo Switch on August 20th. We got a reveal trailer for Alabaster Dawn from the creators of Crosscode, showing off the new action RPG coming to PC and consoles at a later point. The Alabaster Dawn, the shadow of Nyx has fallen, warping the world into a wasteland and vanishing the gods and their people. Now Juno the outcast chosen, that's a lot of words, awakens to an impossible task, bring it all back. It looked decent. We don't have a release date for that yet. Brawlhalla and Borderlands is having a crossover event that launched on August 7th. Before we continue on my miscellaneous news, Trent, want to tell us a little bit about our sponsors?
Hello, my name is Trent, and I'm in a company named Zwoms, and we're making a game called Mojo Masters. This is a trading card game, fighting game, and a collecting game. I've been told by many psychics, fortune tellers, and TCG enthusiasts that this game will take off. We've been working on this game for years. My cousin Hunter and I, whenever we were kids, in this very house, my mother gave us some of the folders. Those are yellow folders that fold. I forget what they're called. Yeah, folding folders.
Like
Isn't
manila
that
folders?
crazy?
Yeah,
Exactly that.
Yeah.
And he cut them into card sizes and put a bunch of characters. They're all copyrighted characters, so there's no way that first edition will ever get out. But yeah, you had characters like Mario and the slime from Dragon Quest, all those characters
priceless.
were in that game, and we were playing it for years. And then it's finally at a point where we are really proud of it, and we want the world to see it. And it has been going really well. We've been taking it to Comic Cons and game testing events called Protospiels, and it has been doing really well. It has a lot of great reception, and that has really told us that we need to keep going with it. We have we have social media on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. If you guys want to follow those,
And what is the website?
I was gonna get to that.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Yeah, let me cook. We're in the kitchen right now. If you want to see our website, it's a very complicated process. It's barely anyone can do it, but I believe you can. It's called Zwoms.com. It's very complicated.
That's a lot of typing.
I know,
I
it's-
don't know about that.
If you get halfway there, I won't be upset if you stop. But it's ZWOMS.com. You can see all of our creatures, all of our mojos, and our game progress. But
Yes.
thank you to Mondays Are for Nerds for letting me come on.
Our first trailer for Castlevania content in Dead by Daylight released, featuring Dracula and Trevor Belmont. Dracula obviously is an entity, and Trevor Belmont is a survivor.
Dead by Daylight may have just won me back.
It includes lore for the Castlevania series, referencing a game that never released, so that's great. Castlevania fans are continuing to starve. We got a new trailer featuring Billy and Jimmy from Double Dragon and River City Girls 2 coming as DLC characters later this year.
That will be fun.
And Nintendo released an overview traversing Hyrule trailer for Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Revealing plenty about the game, Zelda's Tri-Rod has 2 abilities, summoning echoes and binding herself to objects, which can either make the object follow her movement or vice versa. So the examples they included in the trailer was like a big boulder that she cannot copy and make copies of. She binds herself to it and then moves over to a gap and drops it into the gap. Or there's like a moving platform above her and there's a gap in front of her, so she binds it and then reverses the bind and then it carries her across from the bottom. The game features a number of villages throughout the world, which includes Castletown, River and Ocean Zora villages, which, did you see that, Trent? So the retro designs for Zora and the modern designs for Zora are now considered 2 different types of Zora.
Oh, okay.
River Zora and Ocean Zora. And so they get 2 different villages in the game. Gerudo Desert and Village, and this is the first time that the Gerudo are in a 2D Zelda game. Goron Village and Kakariko Village are in the Elden Volcano area, and the Fair and Wetlands have a village of Deku Scrubs, which have not been seen since Majora's Mask.
That is cool. I like that.
I am so excited for this game. And then we also have a southern area called Southern Village, but it's spelled Sothorn. There's also main quests and side quests in the same vein as Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. A smoothie mechanic, creating various smoothies using a combination of ingredients. These will be around the overworld and ran by Deku Scrub merchants. And then there's a fast travel system, and for the first time in the 2D Zelda series, riding on horseback.
Ooh.
Nice.
And then my last little bit of gaming news this week, more Marvel content has been teased for an upcoming season of Fortnite.
I saw a lot of stuff. I think they're going to be mainly focusing on X-Men related stuff for
Probably.
Fortnite, because they... Well,
That is exciting, though.
I just saw I saw recently the picture of the Lego versions of Cyclops, Jubilee, and not Juggernaut, Colossus. My bad. And
I saw Rogue was going to be added, I think.
yeah, well, I thought Rogue's already added.
Oh, I have no idea.
It could she maybe not in Lego form yet though.
Oh, okay.
But and then with the recent Magneto coming out, with the apocalyptic Magneto and everything, I believe it's going to be a lot of X-Men stuff, which I'm super excited to see because I'm a big X-Men guy.
I got a couple pieces of miscellaneous news. We got some new looks this week. A new behind-the-scenes look at Gladiator 2. And as previously mentioned, we got some new looks at The Last of Us Season 2. We got our first look at Catherine O'Hara. Still unannounced what her character is, or if it's like a one from the game or an original one. We got our first look at Isabella Merced as Dina and Jeffrey Wright reprising his role as Isaac from the game. We got our new look at Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal as Ellie and Joel. And our first look, it was just a quick one, at Caitlin Dever as Abby. It was from when she was crawling under the fence while the infected were getting at her. We got a new look at A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, the new Game of Thrones spinoff. It's set 100 years before Game of Thrones and 100 years after House of the Dragon. And it will encounter several members of the Targaryen dynasty. And we got a new clip from Arcane Season 2.
Yes.
In terms of first looks, we got first looks at It Welcome to Derry, all wrapped up in that HBO 2025 coming soon video. We got our first look at Saturday Night, which is about the 90 minutes leading up to the very first episode of Saturday Night Live, releasing on October 11th, which is the same day that the original episode that SNL premiered.
7 minutes ago, we got a trailer from Marvel Entertainment for what seems to be the next content of Marvel and Fortnite.
Ooh.
Doctor
Do we want to do a reaction,
Doom,
like, live?
Mysterio.
We're gonna pause it and then we'll be right back.
Okay, so
That
that
looks
looked cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
That was well, you were like half right. There's a lot of like X-Men in there.
Thank you guys.
I think it was
I appreciate it. But
I'd say it was mostly X-Men and then like Captain America and Black Panther and all that.
it's a big focus on Victor Von Doom as well. I know that he already has a skin in Fortnite, but this is exciting because he has a more menacing looking skin.
It's called Absolute Doom.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I'm a big Doom fan. I am stoked. I did not realize it's going to be Doom themed.
Yes.
He needs to have a signature emote be taking off his mask to reveal the Tony Stark model.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We got some first looks. First behind the scenes look at the Toy Bonnie animatronic as well as some others that was teased. We got Matthew Lillard said filming begins in October. Scott Games has released 4 screenplay pages for the film a couple days ago, with he said only one of them is being a legit page pulled straight from the screenplay. and it's releasing on December 5th, 2025. Got our first look at Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? It's a new spin on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, hosted by my boy Travis Kelce. And we got our first look at The Diplomat Season 2. First look at Kerry Russell returning. And then in a couple of the box office records and stats, Longlegs has earned more domestically than Furiosa: A Mad Max Saga did. Borderlands is estimated to open below $10 million domestically, and its budget was $115 million. And then in our new announcements, we got a new movie coming out called Killing Gawker. Ben Affleck will reportedly star as Hulk Hogan in a film that likely follows the lawsuit between Hulk Hogan and website Gawker after they published a sex tape video that Hogan wasn't aware was being filmed. It's directed by Gus Van Sant, who directed Good Will Hunting.
Oh, man.
An animated Evil Dead series is in the works, with Bruce Campbell returning as Ash Williams. Par for the Course, a new comedy movie starring Quinta Brunson and Stephanie Hsu. Quinta Brunson will co-write alongside Abbott Elementary writer Justin Tan. It has announced a new sequel series in the John Wick universe called The High Table is in the works. Chad Stahelski, who directed the 4 John Wick films,
We'll have to watch that.
Yeah, oh yeah. We still need to watch The Continental.
We do.
You still need to watch Chapter 4.
I know.
It's he'll direct the pilot. It's set right after the events of John Wick Chapter 4. Keanu Reeves will not star, but will be a hands-on producer, and it will include characters from the John Wick films. The Wrecking Crew, Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa's buddy cop action movie, is moving forward. It follows 2 half-brothers who, after 20 years of bad blood, must work together to unravel the conspiracy behind their father's murder.
Oh.
Wolves, which has not released yet. It releases in late September. Starring Brad Pitt and George Clooney, directed by John Watts. It was announced a sequel is already in the works, with John Watts returning to direct and George Clooney and Brad Pitt both returning. We mentioned, I believe it was last week or the week before, the new Yellowstone spinoff was reportedly casting Kurt Russell, Michelle Pfeiffer, and someone else. It was officially revealed this week that the name will be Madison, the name of the show, and Michelle Pfeiffer was at least confirmed to be starring in it. And Crawl 2 was announced this week in the works and will be set in New York City. Alexandra Aja is set to direct. And that is all my miscellaneous news. Got any anniversaries?
Before we do that, we have more Fortnite news.
Oh my goodness.
we were freaking out while you
Yeah,
guys
Did
were
you
on
guys
here.
hear anything I said?
No.
Oh my god. You have to delete the first part of
We
what
have been
I said.
researching to see if this is legit.
And apparently it is.
Do you just want to say it?
So Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible, and Frozone are coming to Fortnite.
Frozone?
Frozen?
Yeah, and then they are
Oh wait,
also
I thought you said
doing,
Mr. Fantastic. I was like,
I
what? Why is
did
Frozone
too.
in there
I
too?
did too.
and then they are also doing a Disney villain event, which will include Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, and Captain Hook.
Oh.
And they've got these very they've Fortnite-ified them, if that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Some anniversaries this week. On August 4th was the 74th anniversary of the noir film
Oh wait,
Kiss
hold on.
Tomorrow.
Do I want to go back and redo all mine or no? No, we're good. Actually, never
I
mind.
said, even if I didn't hear it, it's still going to be there.
Yeah,
I'll when I'm editing later, I'll be like, oh, hey,
Yeah,
that's cool.
You'll insert little things.
Anyway, August 4th was the 74th anniversary of the noir film Kiss Tomorrow Goodbye. It was also the 18th anniversary of Barnyard and the 29th anniversary of Babe, and the 11th anniversary of the North American release of Pikmin 3 for Wii U. August 5th was the 30th anniversary of the Little Rascals movie, and the 41st anniversary of Risky Business, as well as the 29th anniversary of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island for Super Nintendo. August 6th was the 25th anniversary of Sixth Sense, the 25th anniversary of Mystery Men, and the 21st anniversary of Freaky Friday, as well as the 31st anniversary of Secret of Mana for Super Nintendo, and the 38th anniversary of Metroid for the Nintendo.
Speaking of Metroid,
August 7th was the 22nd anniversary of Spy Kids 2, Island of Lost Dreams, the 15th anniversary of G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, and the 16th anniversary of Tales of Vesperia for Xbox 360. August 8th was the 21st anniversary of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and the 10th anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's. Hard to believe it's been 10 years. August 9th was the 5th anniversary of Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
oh yes,
The 9th
Danny
anniversary...
Trejo's boots.
The 39th anniversary of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and the 28th anniversary of Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo.
Should I include my Pee Wee Herman laugh?
No.
Hard pass.
August 10th was the 13th anniversary of The Help, the 23rd anniversary of Osmosis Jones, and the 14th anniversary of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World the Game for PS3.
Sunday, August 4th was Barack Obama's 63rd birthday. It was also the 32nd birthdays of Colin Dillon Sprouse. And it was the 41st birthday of Greta Gerwig, director of Little Women, Lady Bird, and Barbie.
No.
Yeah, Monday, August 5th, it was the 43rd birthday of Jesse Williams from Grey's Anatomy and Only Murders in the Building Season 3. And it was the 58th birthday of James Gunn, director of the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, writer of the live-action Scooby-Doo movies, and current co-head of DC Studios. It was also our friend Alicia's birthday on Monday, August 5th. Tuesday, August 6th was the birthday of Vera Farmiga from the Conjuring series, Bates Motel, and Hawkeye. She was 51. It was M. Night Shyamalan's 54th birthday, director of The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Old, Trap, amongst many others. And it was the Michelle Yeoh's 62nd birthday, actress from Oscar-winning actress, I should add, from Everything Everywhere All at Once, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Crazy Rich Asians, amongst many others. Wednesday, August 7th, we got the 49th birthday of Charlize Theron from Mad Max Fury Road, Atomic Blonde, and Bombshell. And Tobin Bell turned 82 on August 7th. He's an actor known for the Saw franchise. On Thursday, August 8th, we got the 26th birthday of Shawn Mendes. All right, and then also on Thursday, August 8th, we got the 87th birthday of Dustin Hoffman from Little Fockers, Kung Fu Panda series, and Rain Man. On Friday, August 9th, we got the 38th birthday of Anna Kendrick, from Pitch Perfect, Trolls, and Up in the Air. We got the 80th birthday of Sam Elliott. I knew there was a reason I mentioned Barnyard. From Tombstone, Ghost Rider, and Barnyard. We got the 55th birthday of Gillian Anderson from The X-Files, The Crown, and Sex Education. And we got the 41st birthday of Ashley Johnson. And on Saturday, August 10th, we got the 64th birthday of Antonio Banderas from Uncharted, Puss in Boots, and The Mask of Zorro. And the 38th birthday of Jake Stone. You know who he is?
Who?
Jake from State Farm.
Pretty cool birthdays this week. Okay,
Yeah.
so we only have one big anime thing. So One Piece Day started to celebrate the 25th anniversary. We got some behind-the-scenes looks at the remake of the One Piece anime, titled The One Piece, so it's different from One Piece. On the comic side of things, we have our first look at the Hulk fighting the Xenomorph
Yes.
for the Aliens vs. Avengers comic series, releasing on August 28th. We also found out that the Marvel vs. DC omnibuses, so I think it's the Marvel vs. DC and then the Amalgam Comics omnibuses, have been once again delayed from September 24th to October 8th. They were originally set to release on August 6th. And additionally, there will only be one print of both books, meaning that demand will be limited and get hard to find pretty fast.
Ooh. I didn't have a lot on my side outside of like the Marvel stuff from D23. On DC, we only got a new look at Joker Folie à Deux. And on the Marvel side, we did get a lot, but it was a lot of Ryan Reynolds like celebrating / thanking some of the cameos.
Yeah, there are.
From Deadpool and Wolverine, some of the big ones. And I'm not going to mention them here. We did get some, for sake of spoilers, because it's only been out 2 weeks, and I just feel like people still haven't seen it. And that's all I have for the comics stuff on my side, outside of the big thing that happened this week that is still happening at D23.
D23, I think it ends tomorrow, right?
It ends tomorrow.
Yeah,
All the
so-
big stuff is just
Is
like...
it going to be like Comic-Con where we'll if something big happens on the last day, next week it will
talk
be
about it.
mentioned.
Yeah.
And
We're thinking the Fortnite was part of it, maybe. So on the Marvel Studios side, we got some new news on Daredevil Born Again. We got our first promo art. It was confirmed that the Newton brothers, who composed the score for X-Men 97, will compose a score for the series. Season 2 is confirmed to begin filming soon. That makes sense given it comes out in March, and it's highly anticipated. They revealed some of the stuff at D23, not released publicly. Kamala Khan's father and White Tiger will appear. It was revealed that Kingpin and Daredevil will seemingly team up to deal with a larger threat. Muse will be a villain. We got some new updates on the Fantastic Four First Steps. Michael Giacchino shared the first music from the film. It was like a 3.5 minute piece. I had listened to the first part of it. I liked it. It was very 1950s, 1960s-esque. And we got the first look at the cast on set, including Johnny Storm in the suit. We got some. They showed a first clip at Captain America: Brave New World. I saw that. Yeah. I saw it on TikTok. Yeah, it reveals Harrison Ford's President Thunderbolt Ross giving a speech on adamantium being harvested from the Celestial. And And then it like led into like a new trailer that we haven't seen, and it looked so good.
I know. I saw the still of Red Hulk, and people
Red
being
Hulk.
like, "It's just Hulk but red," and it's like, yeah, it's Red Hulk.
Do you know the name of the character? Red Hulk. We got a new trailer released for Agatha All Along, featuring the original song, The Witch's Road. Today's panel was Marvel Animation. We got a lot of news on that. It started off with Brad Winderbaum says they will always change up the animation styles within Marvel Animation projects, adding there will be no in-house style. So we're going to see different variations of animation in that. It was revealed that What If Season 3, which has already been confirmed to be the final season, will have appearances from Ironheart, Shang-Chi, and Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight. X-Men 97 Season 2. Trent, I told you might like some of this news.
Let's go.
Warlock will appear. And then they also said the X-Men will wear Grant Morrison's suits in Season 2. Oh. We also got some updates on Eyes of Wakanda. It will be an animated series that delves into Wakandan history. Ryan Coogler said it does a beautiful job of representing the history of those who had to keep Wakanda secret over centuries. Todd Harris developed the series, who served as a storyboard artist behind many modern action movies, and it was revealed an Iron Fist will appear. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, we got some updates on that. We got a new look, 2 new looks actually. It was announced that Coleman Domingo will voice Norman Osborn. Hudson Thames will voice Peter Parker. He voiced him in What If. And Peter and Norman's relationship is like a what if scenario of Peter and Tony from the MCU, which we kind of were already told that when they announced it.
It's a more corrupt Tony, basically, is how
they
it's
just said
been.
with Norman using more questionable methods than Tony Stark would. And a first clip was shown revealing that Peter gets a spider bite. Have you seen this?
Yes.
When Doctor Strange and Venom come through a portal fighting along with a spider. We also got some a new update on Marvel Zombies. That will be a 4-episode TMA or TVMA event series, which they already said it was going to be MA. The first teaser was shown, again, not released. It shows the Mandarin giving Shang-Chi the 10 rings to save his arm from a zombie bite. And it also includes Shang-Chi, Katie, which is Awkwafina's character, and Jimmy Woo fighting a Skrull biker gang in a Mad Max style sequence. And we're moving on to Disney animation. Zootopia 2 released their first promo art and the first poster. It was revealed that Kihi Kwan will voice a new reptile named Gary. It's a snake. There's also like a lot of animals we didn't see in the first one, or at least didn't have a prominent notice.
It looks like they're going undercover in like a bayou area.
Yeah, which sounds so good.
And I think I saw a clip without audio, like it was someone filming the sneak peek, and it looked like the tubes and stuff that everyone uses to move around in the city are like kind of broken down, so Nick and Judy are very afraid of using it.
I love Zootopia so much because I love animals, and I've always where it's like the world of just animals, but it's like doing humanoid stuff. Did I tell you the first night we saw that, it was like the day after it came out, and we took Neil to see it. My cousin, he was like 10, 12 years younger than me, and he had already seen it, and we were on the way to the theater, and he goes. Because we were seeing it with my aunt too, his mom. Yeah. And he goes, I loved it when the fox became a cop. I was like, are you kidding me?
So you had it.
I had it spoiled for me. I thought he was kidding. We also got some new news on Moana 2, I should say. A new trailer was released in the film. Moana takes upon the role of chief leader and now has a younger sister. It was revealed a first look at Moana's sister, as well as a lot of new characters that's joining her on the boat. Of course, Pua's there. We got some new news on Frozen 3. The first logo for Frozen 3 was released. It's releasing in 2027. They released the first concept art, and Frozen 4 was also teased, which we did get a couple news.
That is the eye roll worthy thing.
Yeah. Like, come on.
Frozen 3 is not even out, and they're already...
Frozen 3 is not even where they can show any footage from it.
And they're already preparing for Frozen 4.
It's 3 years away. Frozen 3
The money bags have made their way into the studio, I see.
Exactly.
They did a long time ago.
On the Lucasfilm side, we got a new trailer for Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, releasing September 17th. New trailer, or the first trailer, was released for Star Wars Skeleton Crew, as well as the first poster, and some practical alien costumes were on display. It's the new John Watts directed Star Wars show, starring Jude Law. It looks, I'm not gonna lie, it looks awesome, kind of cool. We got some new news on Andor Season 2. It will take place over the span of the season will take place over 4 years leading up to Rogue One. That was already kind of announced. It was officially confirmed that Ben Mendelsohn will return as Krennic. He's the villain from Rogue One. And Forrest Whitaker will return as Saw Gerrera. The first trailer was shown featuring the return of Krennic, Saw Gerrera, and K2SO, We got some new news on the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. The first teaser was shown and revealed the return of the Razor Crest. It showed the Mandalorian and Grogu riding on a walker on what seemed to be Hoth before facing off with AT-ATs. It was revealed that Zeb will appear from Rebels. On the Pixar side of things, we got the first logo revealed for Dream Productions, the Inside Out series set in between 1 and 2 about her movie studio Dream Mind when she's sleeping. We got the first, some new looks at Pixar's first long-form series called Win or Lose, releasing on December 6th. The first trailer was released. It looks really good. I believe Will Forte is the coach in that. Some new updates on Toy Story 5. We got the first logo was revealed. Andrew Stanton is set to direct. It's releasing in summer 2026 in theaters. The first look was revealed, and the film will follow the toys going up against electronics, aka the iPad generation.
And an army of malfunctioning Buzz Lightyears.
Yep,
So that
which
is
is not a
confirmed?
joke. It was, yeah. I thought it was a
It
joke.
was
but it's
we
not.
thought it was a joke when we saw it because it was a plot of a canceled Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
When Buzz gets recalled because all these Buzz Lightyears are faulty.
Yeah.
And it was a whole thing.
Yeah, this literally says an army of 50 Buzz Lightyear toys who are stuck in a malfunctioning play mode will be villains. It was announced that the new Pixar movie called Hoppers will be the next original movie. Follows a girl who switches brains with a robot beaver to learn about the secrets of beavers. And we got a new look at Elio, which was supposed to come out in March. The film follows a boy who is mistakenly identified as the ambassador for Earth, and Zoe Saldana has joined the cast. And it was officially confirmed that Incredibles 3 is revealed to be in the works. Brad Bird is developing the film, and the official logo was revealed. We got some live-action news. I just bundled this all into live-action.
Mm-hmm.
Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, the sequel series to Wizards of Waverly Place. We got the first teaser, and it was revealed that David DeLuise will return, or at least confirmed that he will. James Cameron came on stage for Avatar to talk about Avatar 3. The official title is Avatar Fire and Ash. He said it has more emotional stakes than ever before, and there will be new cultures, biomes, and settings in Pandora never seen before, which we kind of figured because they said it was going to be fire people. The first concept art was revealed, the official logo was revealed, and it's releasing on December 2025. It was revealed that a stage musical adaptation of The Greatest Showman is in the works. Dwayne Johnson will star in a movie about monster truck drivers called Monster Jam. And Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Season 2, the official logo was revealed. The first teaser was released, showing Percy on the chariot, which anyone who's read the books knows what sequence that is. A new poster was released, and it was announced today that the Grey Sisters have been cast. Margaret Cho as Wasp, Sandra Bernard as Anger, Kristen Shaw as Tempest. Official logo was revealed for Freakier Friday, which is a Freaky Friday sequel. Tron Ares got the official logo released, releasing in theaters October 2025. It will feature characters going into the real world, and Nine Inch Nails will be doing the music. And then the remake side, we got the first look at Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. We got a first trailer was released and poster for the live-action Snow White. First look at the Dwarves, Rachel Zegler's Snow White, and Gal Gadot's Evil Queen. And the new trailer was released for Mufasa the Lion King. On our celebrity deaths, we just had a couple. Charles Cyphers, 85. He was a Sheriff Lee Brackett in the Halloween movies. Patty Yasutake of Beef and Star Trek was 70. Connie Chium, South African TV star and Black Panther actress, was 72. Jack Carlson, who was 82, is a man who was arrested for, quote, eating a succulent Chinese meal. Kevin Sullivan was 74, wrestling great, died months after suffering a, quote, devastating accident. And former YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki was 56. My sources this week were Movie Insider, Deadline, Discussing Film, Total Film, PW Insider, People, Box Office Mojo, GQ Magazine, at Fake Colossal, at Sight Sound Mag, Variety, Collider, The Wrap, NY Times, The Insider, Vanity Fair, Rotten Tomatoes, Entertainment Weekly, LA Times, The Tonight Show, NME, at Bravo WWHL, Puck, IndieWire, at GMA, Andy Park Art on Instagram, Hollywood Reporter, and Times of India.
My sources this week were IGN, Discussing Film, Jamatsu, Bleeding Cool News, and all official sites and socials of the studios and companies mentioned today. Ooh. And now we are on to our challenge of the week. Last week, Jay and I pitted each other against How Well Do You Know Me quizzes, so we thought we would have Hayden and Trent pit us against their own How Well Do We Know Them quizzes. Of course, they will be participating in each other's quizzes as well. What'd you say, Jay? I talked over you.
Sorry, I'm very terrified, just like I was with you last week.
Yeah. So Trent's going to do his quiz first. I'm going to walk over here to Hayden, Jay, and
We'll each take a turn speaking into the mic.
so Trent gets the mic to himself.
What's up, my gangsters? My name is Trent Stein, and I'm here to bring you How Well Do You Know Me? You guys ready for the first question?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a very, this question, it pains me to do it live on air, but I think it's part of the healing process. What am I most afraid of?
Really deep and unknown water.
I'm going to go with spiders.
Dolphins.
Next question. If I could have any superpower, what would it be? Starting with Hayden.
I'm gonna say super speed. If we're going with the basics.
I feel like we've had this argument before.
We have.
I think it's flying.
Teleportation.
Next question. If I could move anywhere, what would it be? And there's...
Wait, hold on. If you can move anywhere, what would it be? Or where would it be?
Where would it be? My apologies.
Finland.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Multiple choice.
There's multiple choice,
Oh.
but I'm not going to tell you what they are.
Okay.
So if you get one, that's a point. But there's a bonus point if you
my
get...
celebrity crushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's
There's
multiple answers.
there's a bonus point. All right. So Hayden, you go first.
Finland.
I'm going to say Estonia.
Stumpy.
L.A.
Okay, so this one's a ranking question. So it turns out I only have 5 questions. That's okay, though. Okay, rank these 5 games on which would be my favorite. It's much similar to Stumpy's question. Sea of Thieves, Minecraft, Doom Eternal, Mario Galaxy, and Rocket League.
I think Doom Eternal is 1. Sea of Thieves is 2. Minecraft is 3. Mario is 4. And Rocket League is 5.
I'm going to go Doom at 1. I'm going to go Minecraft 2, Sea of Thieves 3, and then Rocket League 4, and Mario, whatever it was, at 5.
All right, now
Doom
Stumpy.
Eternal is 1. Mario Galaxy is 2. Minecraft is 3. Sea of Thieves is 4. And Rocket League is 5.
The last question, name one of the superheroes that I have created. I'll make it interesting.
Vector.
I was about to say, I'll make it interesting. You can't name one that's already been named.
I can describe him, but I can't think of his name.
I'll accept the description, yeah.
He's the king of the underwater kingdom.
I'm going to say Boogabolda or Booga Boy. Booga Boy. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Jay just listed a Mojo Masters character. If you want to meet,
Exactly.
which one? Booga Boy?
Booga Boy?
That's not one.
Well, it's the one that looks like the Pokemon that has the Machamp or whatever the evolution of that is. He's got like a full-grown Dwayne Johnson body with like muscles and all that, but he's like Boulder.
So, if you guys are interested, go to zwalms.com and click on Meet the Mojos, where you'll see many Booga characters. Boogas are creatures obsessed with boulders. However, that is
Exactly.
not one of my original creations. That belongs to Hunter Thompson. So, number 1, what is my biggest fear? Hayden said deep waters. Jay said spiders. And Stumpy said dolphins. The correct answer is dolphins. If I could have one superpower, what would it be? Hayden said super speed. Jay said flight. And Stumpy said teleportation. The correct answer was flight. If I could move to anywhere, what would it be? Hayden said Finland. Jay said Estonia. And Stumpy said LA. I had 2 answers for this question, those being Canada and Finland.
Hey!
Hayden gets 1 point. Then question number 4, rank these games on which would be my most favorite. The ranking was Doom Eternal at first, Sea of Thieves at second, Mario Galaxy at third, Minecraft at fourth, then Rocket League at fifth. That question, Hayden got 3 points, Jay got 1, and Stumpy got 2. Name one of my original superheroes. Vector is an original superhero, which also features in Mojo Masters.
Yeah.
You can see him on Meet the Mojos at zwalms.com. The character that Stumpy has described is a character that I've created. His name is Kingdol, and he's the leader of an underwater kingdom. And then Jay with Booga Boy. Unfortunately,
We already know I'm wrong.
I had to clarify right off the bat that was a character created by Hunter Thompson, which you can find at zwalms.com at Meet the Mojos. But that concludes my game. The leaderboard being Stumpy at 2 points, Jay at 3 points, and Hayden -1 point.
Wait, hold on. What?
5 points. I'm just kidding. Hayden won.
Yes, they are.
Hello. My name is Hayden. Today we're going to be doing the Hayden How Well Do You Know Him quiz. I think they know me pretty well. They know me for a very long time, probably better than I know myself. Are you all ready?
Yes.
If I could live in any fictional world, what would it be?
Skyrim.
A Minecraft overworld.
Pandora.
Question number 2. What is the fictional character I most relate to? Starting with Trent.
Is his name Frisk from Futurama or Fisk? What's his name?
Fry?
Fry from Futurama.
Fry from Futurama.
Frisk is the protagonist of Undertale.
He said Frisk from Undertale.
I am going to go Booster Gold from DC Comics.
All right, and Jay.
Ryan Gosling from The Fall Guy.
Question number 3, starting with Trent. What is my favorite comic?
Hellboy.
Hellboy.
I third that.
Wait, crap. No, I remember. Can I change my answer?
What are you changing it to?
No.
Will you allow me to change my answer?
Sure, go ahead.
Bones.
Question number 4. Which one of the 7 wonders of the world would I want to visit the most?
The Sphinx.
Sphinx.
My answer is the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
The pyramids.
Question number 5. Name at least 2 of my 4 favorite video games.
Skyrim. And I think after that, Minecraft.
Borderlands 2. And I'm going to go with Fallout New Vegas.
Fallout 4. Terraria.
Question number 6. There are many roles I would like to play as. I do acting. I am working my way up into sort of the film area. I've done some short films. But what is my dream role?
Now, I don't know if this is a dream role, but this is a role someone dreamed about you having, so I'm going to go with it just because I cannot, off the top of my head, I cannot think. So I'm just going to repeat an answer. I'm going to say Booster Gold.
Booster Gold.
I think you should leave with Tim Robinson.
Constantine.
We'll go through each question, and I'll tell you the correct answer. You lovely lads, you.
Okay.
Question number 1. If I could live in any fictional world, what would it be? Trent said Skyrim, Jay said Pandora, and Tristan said Minecraft. The answer was the Tolkien universe. A character I relate to the most. Tristan Frisk, but he meant Fry from Futurama. Jay said Ryan Gosling from the Fall Guy movie. And Tristan said Booster Gold. The answer I had put here was Jake Peralta from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Said that. I almost freaking said that.
Question number 3. What is my favorite comic? Trent said Bones. Changed to Bones. Jay said Hellboy. Tristan, Stumpy said Hellboy. The correct answer is Hellboy. If I could go to any awesome wonder of the world, doesn't have to be one of the 7, but any cool wonder of the world, what would it be? Trent said Sphinx, not Skyrim. Jay said the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and Stumpy said the Great Pyramids.
No,
You got that backwards. I
My
said
bad.
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're both wrong.
Okay.
In fact, you're all wrong.
Okay.
It's the Roman Colosseum.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Name at least 2 of my favorite video games. Trent said Fallout 4 and Terraria. Jay said Skyrim and Minecraft. And Stumpy said Borderlands 2 and Fallout New Vegas. I just want to say Trent also said Borderlands 2 at first and then took it off. So we'll go ahead and go through what are right. The ones that were right on here were Terraria, Minecraft, and Fallout New Vegas. What is my dream role? Trent said Constantine, which would be awesome. I won't lie. Jay said I think you should leave. So I'm assuming just a part in I think you should leave.
Yeah.
And Stumpy said Booster Gold, which would also be awesome. I love all these characters and franchises so much. However, there's one answer to this question, and sadly, none of you got it. And sadly, it's taken now. Mr. Victor Von Doom himself, Dr. Doom.
All right.
Ever since I've been a child, I've wanted to play
See,
him.
I
Which
said
means, RDJ, I'm coming for you. Coming in last place, tied, are Trent and Stumpy.
I actually win?
And in first place is Jay.
I actually freaking won one.
Which means when I die, Jay gets my ashes.
That's not good. It's not good. I don't deserve these at all.
And on that note, we just want to thank you guys for listening this week. You can follow the podcast on any social media at Mondays for Nerds. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on however you're listening to us. You can find me, Tristan Stump, at Sir Stumps a Lot or Sir Stumps a Lot 17 on most social medias.
You can find me at PoThePanda001 on Twitter. And Trent, tell us where you can find Mojo Masters.
Thank you, Jay. Once again, you can find Mojo Masters and Zwams on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. And our website, www.zwams.com.
Thank you, Trent and Hayden, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Trent and Hayden. Hayden, do you have a social to plug? I know you're not on there much.
No, I do not. Because if you contact me, I most likely will not see it. I do not see my social media.
See you next week, everyone.
Goodbye.